Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a little look at the Resto Shaman. Earth Shield, Water Shield. God damn. God damn. Those things that kind of felt signature abilities of the Resto Shaman that were taken away for the idea of baking them into talents and stuff like that. I know it's a bit of a meme at this point. It's like to be excited about the old things returning, but the new stuff is looking equally as good. We're going to be talking about them here, and there's many more new things to come. And it's kind of the message I want to stress here, is that there are more new things to come than we have right now. Right now, we've got all the returning old stuff, which is baked in, but the newer stuff, which is coming later, hopefully not too long, hopefully don't have to wait too long, is what's going to define a lot of these characters. So revisits are going to be very important. For the most part, though, if you enjoy your Resto Shaman, which is a very staple member of the healing teams in BFA, you're going to like this one as well. You really are going to like these. So you got Water Shield back, giving you 5 mana per 5, and you got Earth Shield, which you're going to keep up on the target that requires it, usually the tank, of course. Now, notable changes are return of Mana Tide Totem. Mana Tide Totem is returning as well, something I'm sure many healers will be happy to see, and of course providing that utility that Shamans so desire. They've always been classically the more hybrid spec of the healers and the ones that are support role. That's their traditional role in Classics, I'm sure many of you are aware. Some new interesting talents like Surge of Earth. It's a fun tank healing ability with some cleave onto allies. It adds a little bit more to the kit than just chain heal. I know many Resto Shamans get a little bit tired of just spamming that chain heal to be going away. But there's similar... one thing that Finn has left me a note here on, as we had a little call and chatted about the Resto Shaman, and we brought in another Resto Shaman to drop his opinion on it as well, is that a lot of the Azurite traits that cause like Spirit Link to heal and being able to have really high crit chance with corruption effects, they might seem like, oh, without them it's not going to work, but realistically the gameplay is just exactly the same. The gameplay actually works exactly the same. Now you do get Searing Totem. Now as we said in the enhancement video, Searing Totem seemingly still has that tendency to pull random targets. So we've got a Starfall with the Druids, if you've watched the balance video, which covers an entire zone and won't pull targets. And then we've got a Searing Totem that's just going to shoot things randomly so far away. But it is nice when they do fix that to have an extra little DPS cooldown for the healers. It's been such a vital part of the healing role for so long. Now, we do have to give special credit here. When we do run into these Covenant abilities that are really, really good, we do want to highlight them. We will not spend too much time on the ones that are less interesting, but Vesper Totem has been such a good addition to the Shaman toolkit in Enhancement and Elemental, and here it is as well. So Vesper Totem is your zone ability, your Bastion ability, your Kyrian Covenant spell, and it buffs your AoE burst by such a huge amount. It looks like a very solid option for 5-man content and maybe even into raids. Is when you use Vesper Totem and you do a massive heal with it, it's then going to pulse healing out onto the group. Also works with damaging spells as well, so you get these charges that you can utilize in order to buff the group and damage. So when it comes to Mythic Plus, dungeons in particular, being able to heal and DPS is such a good deal that Vesper Totem looking like one of the great additions to the Resto Shaman toolkit. I'm sure many of you can see this and see it looking pretty much what you're expecting here. And with the soul binds that are coming, and there's been data mined, I suggest you check those out. We'll have a video on it at some point for sure. They look like it's going to get real crazy as the rest of Shadowlands unfolds. So pay attention for that one. But Resto Shaman, if you like it now, you're probably going to like it in Shadowlands even more.